Okay, Earth Signs, welcome to your daily focus tarot for Monday. So we have Three of Swords, and Three of Swords is the card of heartbreak and betrayal. But this is also, it's also about learning from this heartbreak and this betrayal. This helps you on your way, because we've got the Eight of Wands, right? And it came in sideways. So the Eight of Wands in the upright, this is talking about productivity and like speed, like a fast change. It's an accomplishment. It's talking about taking action on something that needs to be balanced out. In the reverse, it's talking about like delays, resisting changes, confusion and mistakes. So for it to come in sideways, this betrayal and heartbreak that you've been focused on so hard, it can be causing you to resist the change. It's affecting you in a negative way. It's affecting your ability to move on. It's pulling you out of balance, right? It's affecting your ability to make sense of things and put them in an orderly fashion. So you need to stop focusing on this heartbreak, on this betrayal, on this whatever that was, right? Focus on the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, this is a golden opportunity. This is new growth. This is potential. It's having enthusiasm for a new idea that has the ability to grow into something massive, right? This is inspiration. So then the clarifier for this is the Two of Swords. Why do you have the Two of Swords? I don't get it. You're at this crossroads. You're trying to figure out which way to go in terms of this new beginning. You're trying to figure out if it's for you. And you'll notice that there's, in the middle, and the wand is right above the water, and we all need water to grow, right? But in the middle, on either side, there's, let me see if I can get it to focus. On either side, there's solid ground, right? One side has 3 castles. This one's huge, or maybe they're just one castle and the rest is like a town and a church around it. This side, it doesn't have a castle or anything. It's just got wilderness. So you're trying to decide, do I go left or right? Do I go towards these castles, towards these dreams, these homes? Or do I go towards where there's solid ground and wilderness that it might be pure, it might be unexplored, I can do my own thing there? You're trying to make that decision. But this opportunity, you know, because you've been focused on the heartbreak, and you haven't really been making the change that you need to make, you've been stuck at this crossroads. You're essentially taking your own head off by not focusing on the opportunity, by not focusing on the growth and the new beginning. And then we've got Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, this is, you could think of it as practice, but it's actually, it's a challenge. It's about overcoming obstacles and being justified in defending yourself. It's about perseverance and protection. So you'll notice these wands, they're sticking straight up out of the stone, right? And there's nobody else around, but he's in a very defensive stance. Like he's getting ready to swing this other wand at these wands that are there. So the wands, they're, most people consider them to be spirituality, but they're essentially what your core is. So this is like, you know, fighting yourself, fighting your shadow self. This is fighting your heartbreak and what you're thinking about it. And we have 7 of Wands, we have 8 of Wands, we have 5 of Wands, and 2 of Wands. So this is like your unconscious, your soul, right? And in your soul, in your unconscious, you are fighting yourself. You're fighting this heartbreak and whatever these wands represent. You're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to maybe protect yourself by not doing anything, by not working on this goal, and you're trying to lock up this heartbreak, right? Not having this new beginning. But the 7 of Wands, being defensive and protecting yourself, the clarifier was 5 of Wands. So this growth, this going back and forth in between the new and the old, the spiritual and the physical world, with the wands forming the pentacles here. So you're really struggling to balance this. You're struggling to balance what you need and want with what your higher self needs and wants. And we have the 2 of Wands, which is the pathway. It's coming out of the darkness and balancing the darker side with the lighter side, opening that doorway and finding that pathway to the sunnier side, to the blue skies, right? It's that ability to create what you want, and you're being very defensive about it. You're being very you're not sure you want to open that doorway. You're not really sure you want this Ace of Wands. You're not sure you want this new beginning. Now it's hidden at the bottom of the deck, the Ethereal Visions, 4 of Pentacles. So it's about balancing, right? And balancing the physical aspects of your life, the material aspects. Then we have the Hangman. And the Hangman is also making a 4 with the arms and legs. The Hangman is sacrificing in order to have this new beginning, in order to have this knowledge and the ability to communicate it, the ability to be balanced in his communication, in his language. And then we have the Artist, the vision for your life. And notice there's a castle there, okay? And there's this tree of knowledge, tree of life. He's looking at it. He's using his vision into the future, in between the past and the future, to bring it into the present. And then we have 2 of Swords again. So you really are, you're struggling with this emotional issue. You've turned your back to it. You've turned your back on your spiritual side, on your emotional side, on that calm water, on that flow. And you're sacrificing yourself because you've turned your back to it. Because you've got all this anxiety and fear, you've sacrificed yourself. is not just that you're at the crossroads, it's that your stability is in danger if you keep being so defensive. Now, at the bottom of the Druid craft, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is a card about living by your values. It's a card of living in luxury, which, depending on what your values are, depends on your definition of luxury. It's a card about having that sharp-eyed ability to discern what it is you want and what you don't want in life. Underneath that, we have the Lord, right? He's also making a 4 with his legs, like the Hanged Man. He's making a 4 shape, right? And you see 4 fingers there. This is all about creating structures that lead to success. This is about creating routines that are going to lead you to the 6 of Wands, to this victory. So now you have 7 of Wands, you have 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 6 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and 8 of Wands. You've got all these wands, right? You've got all this thinking about your sword, not your sword, thinking about your soul, thinking about what it is you really want in life, what it is you truly need, and what you can cut out. And, you know, is it worth it to make sacrifices to have this ability to create this new life and have this growth, to have what you truly dream of having? You know, yeah, it is worth it. It's definitely worth it. Maybe it's a sacrifice, but some sacrifices are worth it. To have your vision come true, to have your balance, yes, that is worth it. I'll see you tomorrow.